we're going to show you some photos that I took in Brad's house. And one at a time here, we're going to give Brad the opportunity to see if he wants to just chime in on what these photos are and describe any of them to you. So I called this Brad's Cool Stuff. Anything you wanted to say about this?
This is a wide shot of my desk in my home office. A lot of people like to call it my command center. The main thing in this picture is the wooden structure my brother and I put it together about 2 years ago. It serves a number of roles. First of all, it holds my communication device, which is really my biggest piece of technology. My communication device, called an Accent 1400, allows me to do a very wide range of necessary tasks, such as communicate with people who don't know me, use the computer, use my cell phone, which is to the left of the Accent, control things in my apartment such as the TV, lights, fans, and other appliances. We put the wooden structure on wheels so that I can take it around my home, such as the family room to watch TV or out to my porch to enjoy some sun.
So this is a close-up where you get to
see my communication device sees. The way I access my device, also called an Accent, is through eye tracking technology. The Accent bounces infrared lights off of my eyes, and based on that reflection is able to determine where I am looking and moves the mouse cursor to that location. Once the cursor gets to the button I want, I personally use a button that looks just like that red one you see on the left side of this picture. I have this button located by my right knee. This method is somewhat rare. The more widely used method is to look at the button on the screen you want to press for a set amount of time, and it will automatically be pressed. This little white box was probably one of my favorite contraptions I've created. As I mentioned before, I am unable to use my hands and fingers for very many tasks, and using a cell phone is impossible for me to use with my hands. The normal way I use my cell phone is through my Accent. The Accent is able to control a computer, and most people don't know, but you can plug a mouse and keyboard into a cell phone. This means I can plug my Accent into a cell phone and move the mouse cursor around just as if it was a computer. I had the problem of, if I wanted to use my cell phone when I go out, I had to take my Accent, which I don't like to do most of the time. So I figured out I could use some circuit boards and some creative programming that allows me to use my phone with a switch by my right knee, just like I do with my Accent. Like most computer geeks, I am no different. I am no good without caffeine, so the simple threaded pipe is a drink holder. This is a microcomputer called a Raspberry Pi. I have used this to create a home automation system that is very flexible. With this system, I was able to write a program for my Accent so that I can simply press buttons on my Accent to turn things like lights, fans, and other appliances on and off. While that phone box was my favorite contraption to make, this is my favorite contraption to have. I can't feed myself and I have minimal staff, so I wanted a way to give myself something to eat while nobody is here, and this is what I came up with. I have my staff put food on the skewer, and every time I take a bite, the motor pushes the remaining food out to the end of the skewer.
And that one's awesome. I got to see that actually in action.
As I said, I have minimal staffing, and like everyone, sometimes I need Tylenol or other medicine while I don't have staff, so I made this. We just put pills in these, and if I need them, I can put my mouth on it and take the pills.
All right. I hope you guys could catch this. You know, the white box that you saw in the shot about how Brad can operate his phone. without his accent communication device. That was 3D printed by the same printer that he used for his button and the handle on his wheelchair. There were pieces of the like the dispenser used for the Tylenol and other things. That was all 3D printed. The holders beside his computer and on his wheelchair, where the little slot for his phone to sit in, all of that was 3D printed. And I think there's probably a bunch of things that I'm not even remembering from that visit that were also 3D printed just by you, Brad.